Hi, my name is Brandon Swarts, and my presentation is on what should citizens do in time of disaster. Citizens' roles during disaster. Government responses are not the only actions taken during time of disaster. Emergency agencies cannot always ensure everyone's safety, and citizens should try to ensure their own safety at all costs. Citizens are needed to follow plans given by the government, ensure total cooperation, and prevent further property damage. Citizens serve as a majority in all phases, such as volunteers, Good Samaritans, and Goodwill. Citizens' responsibilities and expectations. Citizens have the responsibility to understand the risks that come with where they live. Living in low elevation areas like New Orleans, or citizens living in the Northeast should understand massive snowstorms are present every year and low temperatures are a hazard. Understanding evacuation emergency plans is detailed by the government. Citizens should have the ability to survive without aid for up to 72 hours, with extra money, bottled water, extra food, and clothes. These responsibilities are present and needed in all phases of emergency management. What's the difference between disaster and emergency? A disaster is an event that results in significant human and economic loss. The degree of necessary resources is beyond a single jurisdiction, is beyond your local, state, and federal governments. An emergency is an event that can be handled locally by your local fire department or cops. Hazard is an event that can lead to a disaster or an emergency. When can citizens help? Citizens can help in all four phases of emergency management. These are mitigation, preparation, response, and recovery. If citizens participate in all four phases, an emergency plan will be successful. Citizens' roles during mitigation. Citizens can mitigate damage by many things, such as buying insurance, building seawalls if you live on the beach, or elevating your house in a flood area. Most citizen mitigation is to protect property, which in the end also saves potential lives. In preparing for disaster, a plan is very important for all people. Have a rally point and be ready for any disaster that comes. Listen to authorities for instructions and be aware of potential hazards, such as bridges and roads that flood often and that cannot be used in the future, and when you are trying to evacuate. During response, citizens have to be wary of a chaotic time. A lot of people start looting, stealing, and vandalizing things, and will try to take advantage of unready people. They should form groups and attempt to contact neighbors to make sure they are safe as well and never leave anyone behind. During the recovery phase, this is the ultimate test of good citizens. Rebuilding homes, businesses, and infrastructure are important, but that is not the only way to recover. Economic and social recovery is present also. Citizens should continue to listen to government officials and be patient. Rebuilding takes time. Volunteering makes the biggest difference. It is strength in numbers. The more people that volunteer, the quicker things can happen and more lives can be saved. During the recovery phase, search and rescue teams are sent out, for example, to try and save lives. In review, citizens are important in all four phases of emergency management. Mitigation, preparation, response, and recovery all need citizens to act accordingly.